Hey, what's a buzz? Tell me what's happening, Pyromaniacs. This is Mo coming at you with a quick hit. Leading up into the season, there was a lot of talk about who to draft. And in fact, what you're looking at here is Big Ben, lovingly referred to as a Costas Furburger, versus Drew Brees. Now, both ADP going about the 6th round in 12-man leagues. I put out a Twitter poll, and it was roughly 1 out of 3 were taking a Costas Furburger. So still most folks went with Drew Brees. With the help of Pyrolytics, I threw together some numbers. Pyrolytics did the wonderful the graphs that you are about to see. And I think it's pretty clear historically. Now, before we jump into it, I think there was this mindset when Ladarius Green is coming on over. Lev Bell is revving up before he got the suspension. Martavis Bryant, all the possibility sort of stuck in our head that these weapons. And I think somehow that imprinted ourselves. And then, of course, when Bell gets the suspensions, Ladarius Green has concussion issues, can't stay on the field. And then Martavis Bryant, of course, ends up getting suspended for the year. Somehow, we still view Pittsburgh with all these offensive weapons. Really, when you look at what New Orleans has to offer with Michael Thomas, with Kobe Fleener coming down, I'm sure he's going to learn the playbook sooner or later. With Mark Ingram there, with Willie, my man, Snead, they've got phenomenal weapons. And, of course, both of them have pretty bad defenses. New Orleans last year had a historically bad defense, gave up 45 passing touchdowns, the most passing touchdowns ever given up in a season. That means they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. That means a lot of points. We just saw opening week, lots of points, New Orleans. Pittsburgh just doesn't have the weapons we thought they would. New Orleans certainly does. And even look historically, you've got Drew Brees in red, Big Ben in green, and of course you got 2004 all the way to 2015 going across the bottom. Only twice has Big Ben even really come close. 2009, 2014. I added it up. Seasons with at least 4,400 passing yards. Drew Brees 9, Big Ben 1. Another chart that Lytics drew up for us after we threw some numbers at him. Still seeing Big Ben in green and Drew Brees in red. Once again, 2004 across the bottom to 2015. This is just total touchdowns. Now, there was one good year, 27, that Big Ben can point to. But that's just about it. Yeah, 2014 was good, but if you add up seasons with at least 30 touchdowns, Drew Brees 8, Big Ben 2. Historically, he just doesn't hold a candle to the New Orleans gunslinger. Last one we're looking at here, just total fantasy points. Again, I think it just is glaring, Drew Brees in red. Total fantasy points. Now, seasons where Drew Brees was a top 6 fantasy quarterback, 10 times for Drew Brees. How many times was Big Ben a top 6 fantasy quarterback? Twice. And when you're drafting someone in the 6th round, you want guys that are top 6 potential. Drew Brees, 10 times. That is top 6 potential. I could easily see him getting it done this year. I'm not seeing Big Ben getting it done this year. Clearly, history is on Drew Brees' side. And those of you that were really, I love Pittsburgh as much as the next guy, but those of you that were dreaming of this season, I just don't think it's going to happen. And historically, Big Ben just doesn't put up the type of numbers, nor do they have the team to do so this season, as the graphs clearly represent. All right, guys, this has been a quick hit with Pyromaniac. Mo, I'm playing around with the software here, so stay tuned. Hoping to bring you more quick hits and more videos coming soon from Pyromaniac, the only fantasy football company with soul.